Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are looking at the much anticipated DJI MAVIC 3 Pro. DJI released a teaser of the DJI MAVIC 3 Pro that it is going to be released on the 25th of April. There's been so much speculation on what has changed on the DJI MAVIC 3 Pro, such that from the pictures we can tell to say there's so much that has changed. In terms of how it looks, it has 3 cameras now, which is 24mm, 70mm and 166mm. But let's look back where we're coming from how when the MAVIC 3 was introduced. The MAVIC 3 itself was a game changer to how drone cinematography has been done, because it comes with a larger sensor, which is the micro four third sensor. If you are thinking about sensors, you can imagine that sensor that is found in the GH4 and GH5 cameras. So it's the same as you are flying a GH5 on your drone. That's how big the sensor is on the MAVIC 3. But coming to what has been different, the first released versions, which were released in 2021, had 2 cameras, and they were in 2 versions. One was the MAVIC 3 Cine and the MAVIC 3 normal. The MAVIC 3 Cine had a 1TB SSD, which allows you to shoot ProRes HQ and ProRes LT and LQ internally on the SSD. And whilst the other MAVIC 3 normal doesn't have the ProRes version, but the rest of the ergonomics are the same. It has 2 cameras, you can zoom in, you have a wide, and after looking at how the market had been for DJI MAVIC 3, DJI decided to introduce another version of the MAVIC 3, which is the MAVIC 3 Classic. And what they did was to downgrade the MAVIC 3 by removing the telephoto lens, and now it left us with one lens on the camera. And then that did not only affect the physical appearance and maybe the internal features of the drone, but also the price drop. So there was slight price drop in terms of the pricing with the RC, with either the RC or maybe you wanted to buy just the drone itself. But now we have the MAVIC 3 Pro. I don't know what has really driven DJI to release another DJI MAVIC 3 Pro, but from the rumors that we've seen, or from the leaked pictures that we've seen, even from the DJI video, the teaser that they've released, there is the DJI MAVIC 3 with 3 sensors, 3 cameras on it. Like I earlier stated, one is the 24mm, one is the 70mm, and one is the 166mm. So I had to go and check Jasper Ellis, who has been continuously posting stuff about the new DJI. So let's look at some of the details that he's posted. So if you check his Twitter, you have the box of the DJI MAVIC 3 with the RC controller. I think the RC is the same controller that we've been using on the MAVIC 3 Classic, MAVIC 3, and all the MAVIC 3 series. Then we have a picture that shows the design with 3 cameras, and everything else is just the same as the other versions of the DJI. But what does it come with? There is a picture that shows what is coming with, like the RC controller, the drone itself, 6 props, I think 2 are spare props, then the gimbal guard, 1 USB, and the charger. But then when you scroll down, you can see, I think some of the pictures have been showing how DJI has been using it. So you can see a picture of the DJI MAVIC 3 Pro with someone flying it, I think in the desert somewhere or in the canyon somewhere. So I think we should expect quite a lot from DJI. So from the cameras on the sensor, rumor has it like they have different megapixels. Like one should be like 20 megapixels, the other one should be 48, and the other one is 12. But I'm not quite sure which one at this point is shooting 20, 48, or 12. So I think we'll have to wait for Tuesday to be able to see what really which sensor is able to shoot which megapixels. Then if you scroll down, you'll be able to see Jasper Ellings has posted a table that compares the Mavic 3 normal and the Mavic 3 Pro. So one of the key pickaways that I think he's even highlighted in red is the DJI Mavic 3 Pro will be able to shoot 5.1K at 120 frames per second. Other than that, the camera sensor is the same. I think the zoom model, I think it's a bit more like ×2. Or the Mavic 3, it's IMX 272, and the Mavic 3 Pro, it's IMX 472, which is more like a double zoom compared to the Mavic 3, the normal Mavic 3. Other than that, I think if you look at the visual angle, still the same, 84 degrees. Equivalent focal length, 24mm. We have the 24mm lens. Mechanical shutter, we still have the f2.8 to f11 mechanical shutter on the Mavic 3 Pro, same as on the Mavic 3. Effective megapixels, we have 20 million megapixels for, I think, from both, so they've maintained the same megapixels. Then in terms of equivalent focal length in terms of zoom, the other one is 162, the other one is 166. So because I haven't tried the zoom on the Mavic 3, I'm not really sure the differences, but I'm sure the Mavic 3 Pro has gone an extra mile in terms of quality, what you can get when you zoom in. So I'm hoping maybe there's a sensor difference. Maybe they put a 1-inch sensor or maybe a 1/2-inch sensor on the telephoto camera, so that we can see those crisp details in as much as we are zoomed in. Other information, I think the other information is still the same. I think the Mavic 3 is able to do 4K 60, so I think the Mavic 3 Pro also will be able to do that. But for now, I think that's all for now that has been shared out. I'm not really sure what other things comes with the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, but we hope there is so much change like they did on the Mavic 3 Classic. The other two drones didn't have the night mode, but on the Mavic 3 Classics, they gave us the night mode, which enables people to shoot in the night, like with clear, crisp, without noise footage for the night. So I think I'm hoping to see very big change, like more additions to the Mavic 3. That's all I had. See you in the next video.